All right, y'all, what's good? So this is going to be my official preview and predictions for WWE Wrestlepalooza. This is going to be the very first WWE Premium Live event that will be officially taking place on ESPN as part of the new deal. You know, you could tell that they are stacking heavy for this event. Just the matches on this card, match of the match of the match. WWE is definitely going all in and wanting to make this show, being it the first time on ESPN, a memorable show, not just for the buyers, but for sponsors and network people and, stuff like that. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get straight into it. Io Sky, Stephanie Valkyrie. We know the whole story. Naomi, pregnant, is out, had to vacate the title. So now we got Io, the former champion. Now we got Stephanie Valkyrie, the one who won the Battle Royale back at Evolution to earn this opportunity. You could either see this going either way, honestly. You can easily say they can give it to Stephanie, given that she's up and coming and like a win over Io Sky this early would do favors for her. But, if I'm being honest, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do think that Io Sky will be the one to beat Stephanie. I just feel like, if anything, this could be like maybe a little roadblock that Stephanie has, and then she'll have to rebuild herself back up and then find herself back in a championship opportunity. I'm going to have Io Sky winning this one. This should be a very good match. In my mind, this probably going to be definitely one of the show stealers. We know Io Sky matches are going on a whole nother level. No more I can really say about that. The Usos versus The Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Jey Uso's been acting a little funny these past couple weeks, especially towards LA Knight. I mean, Jimmy Uso even told Jey on Monday, yo, like, you starting to act like Roman. And ultimately, we saw what happened, what Jey did at the end of the show. So people are already assuming that Jey Uso is turning heel, and God forbid he ends up turning on his brother in this match, which I don't see that happening. I don't. But I think there might be a little bit of some miscommunication going on, and I actually think that division will take over, and I do think that division will win this match. But it is dope to have the Usos back as a team. I read online this is their very first pay-per-view back as a team since Money in the Bank 2023. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and this should be a very good match, a very good tag match. But I do not see the Usos winning it. I see Bronson Reed and I see Braun Breaker getting the W. We got a mixed tag match, man. We got the return of AJ Lee, man, her first in-ring match in over 10 years, and teaming up with her husband, the best in the world, CM Punk, taking on the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, and of course the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch. You got to give it to AJ and Punk on this one, man. There's no way that I don't see them, especially it being AJ's first match back, I just do not see them having Rollins and Lynch get the W. Now, they're going to make it seem like at some point they're going to make it the match, the way it's going to be looking, they're going to make it seem like they winning. But in the end, I do think AJ Lee and Punk will win. Now, Punk and Rollins is most likely going to have one final match, I think. And then I do think that AJ will officially turn her attention towards Becky. Us giving that AJ Lee and Becky Lynch one-on-one feud. Definitely probably one of the big matches people wanted to see from AJ Lee when she wanted to come back to WWE. So, absolutely, that's why I think is going over. That's why I think is getting the W. I could see them both pinning both Rollins and Becky at the same time. And that's how that, I think, will end. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. We knew this was coming. It was just announced on SmackDown last night. Cody made his return. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people say that Drew should win. I've been seeing that over the websites. And don't get me wrong, Drew is a very strong candidate to beat Cody. You got to remember, Drew McIntyre is one of the few people to beat Cody Rhodes Like Cody Rhodes has only been pinned a couple of times, and Drew McIntyre, outside of Roman Reigns and John Cena, is the only people to beat Cody Rhodes in his entire time here in WWE. I do think they're gonna give it to Cody on this one. I think Cody's gonna have a little bit more of a reign as champion. I just do not see him dropping it already when he just won the title back at SummerSlam. Maybe this isn't the end of their feud. Maybe they have another match and then maybe another match, and Drew might win. I have no clue how they're going to do it. But as of right now, Wrestlepalooza, I think Cody will beat Drew in what should be a very good championship match for the WWE Championship title. What will be the main event? One last time, Brock Lesnar and John Cena. There's nothing really to say about this match, to be quite honest with you. John Cena and Brock Lesnar, we know the history. A 3-year-old knows the history at this point between John Cena and Brock Lesnar. John Cena and Brock Lesnar has had some crazy moments, from the craziness of their Extreme Rules 2012 match to the probably one of the craziest one-sided title matches in the history of the business at SummerSlam 2014 to this. Truthfully speaking, I don't think the match is necessarily going to be all that. You know, probably a bunch of suplexes and then John Cena making a comeback. What I will say, though, and I mean, personally, I do think it should happen. I think John Cena should go over. I feel like having John Cena actually beating Brock Lesnar, like legitimately clean, no weapons, no steel steps, just straight up fighting. I think that would be really, really cool to see. This is going to be the main event of Wrestlepalooza. Now, I don't know if anything big is going to happen afterwards. I have no clue. But something might happen. I don't know what, though. We'll just have to ultimately wait and see next Saturday and see what happens. I got Cena going over. Like I said, I think Cena was going to win. And I don't think this is the end of Brock. I've seen a lot of people saying this is a one and done for Brock Lesnar. I don't know. He'll definitely probably disappear a little bit after this, and then we'll probably see him pop up again around maybe Royal Rumble, if I'm being honest, and then start to build up for Mania. But anywho, that has been my official predictions for Wrestlepalooza. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Peace.